All right. Hello, everyone. It's Eliza Rose, the Business Mystic, and welcome. So today I want to go ahead and talk about something that I keep hearing all the time from my clients, and I just felt like super compelled to kind of discuss it because I kind of feel like maybe there's some misunderstandings about this. Okay, so here's the thing. I have a lot of fire signs in my universe, and I'm just a fire sign attractor. This is just the way it is. I can't help it. I don't know why. I just attract fire signs. I have a lot of air in my chart, so I'm thinking that's probably why I attract so many fire signs. And the errant Capricorn or Virgo, and the one Taurus, or the two, you know who you are. So here's the thing. I keep hearing my business owners tell me that they're lazy. They're like, oh, I'm lazy, or I'm trying to be a lazy entrepreneur, or I'm so lazy in my business. I'm like lazy, lazy. Like they just keep telling me this. And, I was like, well, where are you getting this notion? They're like, yeah, well, I want to be a lazy entrepreneur. I think it's important. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay, so I keep hearing this. And so finally I'm like, can you just tell me like where you're getting these examples from? Because I don't know why you have this thing where you're calling yourself lazy. Like like you're a lazy entrepreneur and it's like a good thing. And then you're also like lazy in your business, but that's like a bad thing. So like, go ahead and tell me like, where's this coming from? And so I was totally thinking that my clients would be sharing with me like these broho entrepreneur dudes who have been investigated by the FTC and are clearly not the ones that are taking care of their kids and all this stuff. But no, they actually were showing me like different business owners, women business owners out there who, call themselves lazy business owners and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. So super intrigued by this. So I kept like looking into these business owners that my clients were saying that were their ideal persons that they were emulating. And here's a funny fact. They're all earth signs. Like they are earth signs with very heavy Virgo aspects to them. So I was like, so I went to my clients who were fire signs and I'm like, you're wanting the business of an earth sign. And here's the thing, earth signs, and you know who you are, they are not lazy. Earth signs are not lazy. And the 3 or 4 that they recommended, like it was that I kind of like was really honing in on, that they were really talking a lot about. All 3 of them were Virgos. I'm like, oh my God, this is not a coincidence. And the other one, I don't know their sign, but I felt that there was like a very strong Virgonian aspect to it, whether it was a moon or a rising, most likely a Virgo rising that was really like strong in there. So here's the thing. Upon looking underneath the hood, because that's what I do, these Virgos, who these fire signs are wanting to emulate, are one of the hardest working businesses that you will see. They are optimized, they are streamlined, they are so aligned with their vision, their messaging is so on point. And the thing is, that earth energy, actually all the earth energies, whether it's Taurus or Capricorn as well, they're going to outwork everyone else in the zodiac sign. They just will. The output that earth signs will put out, especially Virgos, will put all of us to shame. Okay. And the level of excellence that Virgos will push themselves to puts everyone else to shame. And the funny thing is that Virgos follow Leo when it comes to the astrology wheel. So there's a little bit of that competitiveness in there, but it's also like super low key. Okay, hardworking humility is like a Virgo thing, right? And so all these fire sign clients, and they were all the fire signs, right? Like my Aries, my Sagittarius, and my Leos were just always talking about these folks. And it was just so super interesting because I was like, all these fire signs are telling me that they want the businesses of these Virgos, of all these earth signs. And so, and these Virgos were saying, I'm lazy, I like to luxury, I like to do all these things. And my fire signs were like, I want to do that. I want to be lazy too. And then, but when you think about it, earth sign energy in its most natal state or native state is resting. So when these earth signs are telling you, or maybe an air sign that is masking like an earth sign in business because they've hired those earth signs to help them in their business, what you're seeing is they're talking about rest. So here's the thing. Here's my shtick. Stop calling yourself lazy. Stop calling yourself lazy. If you're in my universe, you are low-key a control freak, okay? You are a perfectionist. You have a standard of excellence. You will go the nth degree, the extra mile for the people in your life and for your clients. There is nothing about you, if that's how you describe yourself, that says you're lazy. You're the antithesis of lazy. So when you're looking at all these business owners who call themselves lazy entrepreneurs, or they're luxuriators, or they love all these things, you're looking at earth signs. You're looking at earth sign businesses that are in their rest period. They will do all the hard work and front load everything up front first so they can rest, because that's what earth energy does. Its natural state is resting. It doesn't like to move. It doesn't like to change. And, it needs its rest period. Okay. So just want to quickly go in and talk about that. And the other thing is, let's look at Mother Nature. Okay. Mother Nature takes 3 to 4 months out of her busy year to rest, also known as winter season, because she's working so fucking hard all the rest of the year, right? With all these other things, bees and pollinating and harvest and all that kind of shit, right? So the lazy concept, right, where we're coming into this is that these Virgos or these earth sign businesses that my fire signs, or probably you as well, are really wanting to have this streamlined emails, all that stuff. What you're really seeing, okay, is somebody, most likely is like you as well, who was really good at doing things, who goes that extra mile. And then when people saw them in their resting state, not their lazy state, but the resting state, like in their personal life, they were called lazy. You're lazy. You're not doing anything. If you're not achieving, accomplishing, if you're not doing something, you're lazy. So they have construed this, and that could be trauma related, could be the patterns that they had in your life. You're probably familiar with this. It's not who you are that will validate my love for you. It's what you do for me. Okay. And that's really hard. So again, I don't know the background of these business owners that my clients kept saying whose businesses they want. I don't know their history. And a few of them have shared the trauma in their life. So that completely makes sense. Unstable households, situations where they had to be the responsible one, where they were parenting the parent. This over sense of responsibility to hold the universe together. So if they are resting, they call themselves lazy, or they've been told you're lazy. Are you sleeping? You need to get up. They're not lazy, and you're not lazy. So I need you to stop calling yourself lazy, because you're not lazy at all. You're in your resting period. Okay. Especially for your fire signs out there who are like, I want so-and-so's business. They've got emails, everything's planned, everything's beautiful, everything. It's because you're probably trying to emulate a Virgo business or an earth sign business. And when they talk about they're lazy, they're on vacation, they're luxuriating, they're just doing all the things, they're in bed. They're in their rest mode. They've done all the hard work behind the scenes, or maybe they talk about it, and that's what you're responding to. Okay. So again, let's just keep it real. If you are a perfectionist, if you are a control freak, and you're this, you go the extra mile, you give a shit about the quality and you give a shit about the quality and experience you put for people, you are not lazy. Okay. But what we are trying to redefine right now in our culture is the concept of rest and self-care. Okay, so I just want to make sure that we manage expectations. The people whose businesses you're emulating, they're not lazy people. They will outwork all of us. They will outspend us when it comes to ads, when it comes to help, because they've already perfected their process. They're streamlined and they're aligned. Their messaging, their offers are on point. They're dialed in. And it's probably taken them 10 plus years to get to that point. So please don't compare yourself, even though you will, but at least don't call yourself lazy. Okay. So that's the first thing. No shade to those who do put that as part of their branding, but most likely they are an earth sign. They probably have very strong Virgonian tendencies. And again, they're working through stuff where they were probably called lazy in their younger years, in their formative years. And so that's they're healing that, and their business is a way of processing that. So you may be in the same boat too, where you're like, I want to give 110% to everybody. Well, if you want to give it 110% to your business and to grow it and to be of service, you're not lazy. So stop calling yourself that. Okay. Point 1. Point 2, where are we getting stuck with this whole I'm lazy part 2, right? The other thing is, a lot of my business owners will they say it when I get their intake forms, when they talk about things, when they send me DMs, is y'all have this vision of excellence of how your business needs to be, or how it looks in your head. You're like, you are the queen, boss, bitch, empress, ruler of your business. You have everything so locked down and tight. And this is probably why you're responding to those very Virgonian earth sign energy businesses, because Everything is cohesive. Everything's polished. Emails are planned. All the posts on social media, they're like on all the social medias and everything is put together. They look polished. Their brand photos look great. Their webs, everything looks cohesive, perfect, and seamless. Right. And you just think, oh, that's it. That's the business I want. I want to be the ruler of my universe. I want to have my empire figured out. I want this. Right? You see that vision and you see it so clearly for your business. You know what the peak looks like for you. You absolutely, there's nobody here look, if you're attracted to my shit, if you're in my universe, there's no way you're going to tell me that you don't have this grand vision of what your business looks like to its nth degree, to its zenith, to its perfected form. You all have that vision. You all have that vision. Okay. I don't need to look at your vision board or look at your journal or peek inside your mind. I already know. Okay. So, but here's the thing. I bet right now you're not really close to that vision. It hasn't manifested itself in reality. You're not seeing it. You may see little threads here and there, but you're like, I can't, why can't I pull this all together? I don't understand why this is not being pulled all together. Right? So you're really struggling with the vision of the nth degree of like what your business should look like, what it needs to look like for you to feel accomplished, to feel like I'm good. I got this. It's handled, right? So reality isn't quite there yet. And so you think I'm lazy. Gosh, I've been doing this business thing. I've been taking courses. I've been buying shit. I've done coaching. I've tried group coaching, and it's like I'm doing all these things, but I don't feel any closer to this vision of excellence that I have in my mind for my business. Why? Oh, I'm lazy. It's because I'm fucking lazy. I'm not getting up at 4 a.m. I'm not doing something. I'm not mantronizing myself to death. I don't have this mile high list of things to work on my mindset. I'm not like, there's always this sense where it's like, there's a sense of lack with you or within ourselves. So we construe that as we're lazy. That's not true. You're not lazy. You're resting. You're rebounding. You're trying to reset your brain. You're trying to get recentered. Okay. And why? Like, why do you need to do that? Where did all this energy go that you could have put towards your business? Where did it go? Where to go? Where to go? I don't know, kids. You're a caregiver. You work a 9-to-5 job. You have responsibilities. You have chronic illness. You maybe have an undiagnosed chemical balance that's going on. You could have mental health issues. There could be just hashtag situations. And so all those things pull your energy. They take from that reservoir. And then if you have toxic people in your life, okay, or unhealthy relationships or no to zero boundaries or shitty boundaries, it's pulling from this reservoir of energy, okay? It's pulling from it and it's taking it away the focus from your business. So when you actually feel like you have the energy and the impetus to like work on your business, you feel like there's a mountain. There's a shit ton of things in your way that you have to clear out first before you can work on your business to get to the stuff that really will actually make significant gains in your business. You just are like, okay. And so because you've had life come for you, all that energy, what happens? You have to rest. You have to rest. You're like a rubber band. You've been stretched so thin, it goes bing, and now it's got to come back and reset itself. Okay, it's got to reshape itself. And so you're probably, again, not recognizing that when you're ready to be like, I'm going to go work. I'm going to be like a boss bitch, babe, whatever, situation, work out. I'm going to batch my social media. I'm going to write my blog posts. I'm going to record my videos, do my podcast, write my book, promote my offer, whatever. Update my blog, whatever. All that energy, you're just like, where did it go? You have like no gas in your tank. And so what do? You go on the internet, you scroll, you're going to watch trash TV, you're going to avoid the things you need to do. You're going to procrastinate. You're going to go research. You're going to go buy another $27 ad offer. You're going to buy a tactical solution. You're going to buy Canva templates, or you're like me, get lost in Canva and like just make a bunch of shit that no one ever sees because reasons. Like I do too. And that's what's going on. So you're doing something easy and mindless and you're reactive because it's also part of rest. Even though you're like, well, I'm doing something, it's not actual intentional, meaningful, beneficial work to moving your business forward. It is an action, but it's not the action you need to be focusing on. You're not lazy. You literally are in resting mode. You're just like, I'm gonna do mindless shit. Okay. So here's the thing. Like I said, you're not lazy. You may have a fixed mindset. You may have lack of discipline when it comes to creating habits to move your business forward, like marketing, promoting, sending emails, whatever. You may even have sloppy handwriting, but you're not lazy. Okay, you're not lazy. Sorry, I'll make sure that I'm looking at my notes here because I can't. I just, when you got a baby, you don't have time to think. Okay, so stop calling yourself lazy. Stop calling yourself lazy. You're not lazy. You are a hardworking person that has a lot of distractions, a lot of things that are demanding your attention that need to be a priority. And sometimes business, which is in a way like a mirror for yourself, becomes the last thing you focus on. You could snacking, mindlessly snacking is like mindlessly scrolling, on the internet, when maybe you just need to get away from the internet, rest, like really give yourself quality rest time, and then say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and sit down, make a decision. I'm going to promote my offers. I'm going to make meaningful content that is going to grab the right people, attract the right people to my offer. Like that's a total different plan than I'm going to go and buy some Canva templates and do something with them for like 2 days and then forget. Like those are two different actions. Okay. So you're not lazy. You're not lazy. You just maybe you don't have your priorities figured out. Maybe you don't have your systems figured out yet. Not a problem. But just recognize that, if you're a control freak and you're a perfectionist, you're not lazy. Okay. So that is it for today. I just wanted to come on and just make sure everyone heard this. Okay. So that they weren't continuing this bubble or giving themselves unmanageable expectations that aren't rooted in anything. That in order for you to become that ruler, empress of everything, it really starts with being super intentional with what that action needs to be. And sometimes that action that you need to do is to literally just rest and stop calling yourself lazy. Okay. So with that, thank you so much. If you've enjoyed this, comment, subscribe, whatever, however you see this, and I'll see y'all soon. Okay. Bye.